Hello my friends, hope you're all doing well. It's Sunday today and the sun is shining and I'm going to meet my friend for lunch. Starting off with the the super glowy gel in, was it Star Glow, I think, yes. So I'm starting off with that. My skin has been really misbehaving. It's rather red and dry and really bothersome. And yesterday I did the look using the mini Sendo palette and my eyes got really red and crusty. So I am not sure if that has anything to do with just the general state of my face or if it did have something to do with the mini Sendo that I used yesterday. I haven't used it in quite a bit, so I don't remember what it felt like. I know that red colors sometimes can get a bit irritating on me. I have sensitive eyes and I have sensitive skin. Gonna use the Victoria Beckham, same. I think this one might be finishing soon. Need to buy a new one. I'm in Fairlight number 2. And we are going to one of my favorite cafes. It's actually in a very large greenhouse. It's really nice vibe, I would say. It's gorgeous and it's absolutely stunning. They make the most spectacular flower arrangements and things like that. So it's always nice to go in the early spring, like January, February, because you get all the good energy from the plants. And it's really inspiring, and it's a little bit humid, which of course my skin absolutely loves right now because it's horribly dry. So I'm hoping it might be happy with me going to the greenhouse just to get a little bit of moisture. I hope that I've tried to arrange something with the sound. I have heard that many of you are struggling a bit with my sound, and I don't really know why. I can't really do a lot of changes to the mic. I have like a medium, low, high setting, and I think I put it on high now. I hope. I'm not the most technical person, as you all know. So please let me know in the comments if you think the sound is better, if it's worse, I am trying to make adjustments. Using my Milk concealer, the new one, and this is the Hydro Gel. And I'm in the color 0.5. So it's not the lightest, it's just almost the lightest. I really like this one. It is very hydrating, which I was a bit surprised since it's in a stick form. But it is very nice. I still haven't tried the foundation that they came out with. I am very curious about that one. I think that might be a very good one to use for the summer. So we'll see. I am very happy though with my Victoria Beckham and my Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin Enhancing Drops. So, but I think I might try the Milk next whenever I need to buy a new one. But when I finish this little guy, I'm definitely buying another one because I love this one. It's one of my favorites. There we go, skin all done, well, almost. I'm going to use some powder. I bought a new Linda Hallberg. It's the blotting powder. And it's a really good one, been using it for years. It is very, very, very good. So I'm just setting my T-zone a bit. Sorry if you see all the powder flying around here. In the sunlight, everything shows up. There we go. And then I am going to use my Farah Hamidi little wonderful bronzer. I'm in the color Bois, which means forest in French. So I don't know if you have any bronzed forests, but this one is very, very nice. I've really, really enjoyed this color. I am going to try to be a little bit quick. I know I'm never quick, but I'm trying. If you prefer me to do shorter videos, I could do my face first and then just jump on when I'm doing my eyeshadow and the colourful makeup. Would you prefer that? Please leave a comment if you think it's better with a short one. I am trying to make some shorts with just doing comparisons and things like that. Oh, I'm using the Urban Decay Primer Potion, the clear colour, same as every day. There we go. So today I'm going to use this little guy. I haven't used this one very much. This is the mini Glam palette by Natasha Denona. If you didn't see my last video, I am gonna plan to do a video with using all my Natasha Denona minis, and then after I've tried them all again, I'm gonna decide my top 5, and that's the smaller ones, like this size, because I have these ones, but these you can't get a hold of anymore, so I'm not going to use those because that wouldn't be fair. And then you have also the baby ones. I might sneak in and use some of those and combine them, but I am focusing on the smaller, the mini 5 pans, and I have an awful lot. I'm still looking for, I can't find my blue one, but I do have a bunch. But I need to look, because I think there are a few missing. So I put them in a good place somewhere. I don't think I've gifted them, but could have. But I need to double check. I am going to start off with this one, using an old BH Cosmetics brush as always. So this is the mini Glam. And if my eyes still look a bit red from yesterday, I'm sorry. They got really, really irritated. Not as bad as when I used the old Dior blue pen. That one was a nightmare. I had red eyes for like 2 days afterwards. I still haven't managed to throw that one away. I'm going to keep it and just do comparisons with my other blue pens, I think, because that was my absolute favorite blue color. That one was just incredible. So I am sad that I can't use it anymore, but I wouldn't dare to use it now. Unless I'm going to try one more time and see if my face reacts the same way, because then I know it's absolutely 100% the pen. But I have a very, very strong suspicion that it is the pen in that case. I don't really know what I'm allergic to. I am very, very sensitive to SPF. That is very, very problematic. My eyes are watering. I get like red bumps. It stings. It's not easy. So, and I haven't used anything with an SPF right now. I know I should. Don't yell at me. I'm gonna use the middle one. I know I should, but I live in Sweden, where half of the time it's like living in a cave. So in the winter months, since I am sensitive, I am trying to steer clear of the SPFs. I mean, we do, if I do use them, and if we do have sunshine, I think probably my skin needs a little bit of vitamin D because it's such darkness. I mean, we literally didn't have any sort of sunlight for well, the biggest part of December. I think it was like the darkest month since the 60s. So I think my skin might appreciate if it gets like 20 minutes of sunshine here and there, because that's literally what we will get in the winter. So I must say I am a bit naughty with this SPF. I know you should use it all the time, but I don't. I am 47, so I mean I have managed this long, and I mean back in my days we didn't use SPF that much, especially when we were younger. This one is getting rather dark. All right, gonna use the lightest shade on my brow bone and on my inner corner. I don't think this one is light enough for me, unfortunately, but no, it's yellow. All right, so this is going to be a yellow look. And with the sunlight, all of a sudden you can see every little bloody hair on you. So I do really need to pluck the tiny hairs on my brows. So if you see them, I do apologize. It's really hard to pluck your hairs in the dark. So obviously I haven't been doing a good job. Another BH Cosmetics. Just going to use it on my inner corner. I think this one works as an inner corner. It's just a little bit dark for my taste. It does reflect, so that's good. That's something. I am going to try and stick to the shadows inside every palette. I might venture off and get a little lighter one, because there are a few of them that only have dark shades. And I, as you know, am very fair. Adding some more darkness. Then I'm jumping into this little guy using the same brush. Like that. This is also, I mean, it's a bronze according to me. I mean, when Natasha Denona says something is bronze, and when I say something is bronze, it's two completely different colors. Her tends to be more coppery, more red. To me, bronze is quite a brownish, greenish shade, the color of actual statues of bronze. But I have realized that when she has like made the bronze palette, it's just orange leaning to me. This one I would say is a bronze. It is slightly brownish, yellowish with a slight tint of green, which is in my book what a bronze looks like. And she's not the only one. I'm not calling her out or anything. It's just that we have different preferences when it comes to colors, I guess. There, oh my god, it's looking dark. Yeah. Interesting. Let's see where this goes. Using the same brush underneath my lash line. I'm using the bronze. It does look lighter underneath my eyes. going into the slightly greenish, the middle shade. I don't own the big Glam palette, but to me this is a very bronzy palette. And when I have looked at the Glam palette, it does look rather more taupe. I still haven't bought that one. I do have an awful lot of the other colors, but that one I've been a little bit hesitant because I don't use a lot of grays. And to me it looked rather grey. It's not that I can't wear grays. I do love taupes as well, but it's just I don't use it as much. Putting on some more of the lighter shade. This is going to be a very dramatic look for going out for lunch, but luckily my friends know how I work, so they are not going to be surprised. I am taking some more of the lightest transition shade, just mixing it in. It is turning into a rather full-on glam, so I'm guessing that the glam name is rather appropriate. I do have also the baby glam. I think this is called the baby. Sorry, I need to put on my glasses again. It just says Glam palette actually. This one is called the baby gold. So I'm guessing this is the baby glam. But if you look at the difference between these two, the smaller one, the baby one, is a lot more taupe leaning. And that's the way that I've seen that the bigger Glam palette is actually looking. So to me, this one is much more bronze and this one is much more taupe. So to me, this would be a bronze palette. There we go. That is the eyeshadow. I hope it's looking all right. It does look rather weird when I look in the viewfinder, but maybe it does look better when I play it back. Sometimes it does feel like the colors don't really look the same way in real life than what they look like on my phone. There we go. I am then going to use my Victoria Beckham Beauty liner in Cinnamon. Just need to sharpen it because it's gone through quite a bit. There we go. Ooh, I have pencil stuff on my nails. Ew. There we go. New sharp pen. Lovely. This is of course a little bit warmer in color, but I think that could be a good combination because my look is looking slightly green, which I don't mind at all. I love greens. And we're doing the waterline. I just watched Prometheus on, I think it was on Amazon Prime. Have you seen that film? It's like the sequel to the Alien movies. Well, a prequel actually, I would say. And it made me really want to see all the Alien movies again. I really love them. Have you all seen them? Do you like them? I think they are fantastic. Especially Sigourney Weaver. can't do anything but love her, can you? There we go. Oh my god, it's all blurry. I hope everything is looking all right. I did wipe the camera lens off, so I'm hoping it's not, I don't have any goo on it. There we go. I am then going to use my Lisa Eldridge Kitten Lash in Burnt Umber, which is a beautiful, beautiful brown colour. Just to add on to the, oh no, made a boo-boo. Sorry. But this mascara is actually beautiful. I love it. It doesn't transfer at all. Since I have slightly hooded eyes and I have quite long lashes, they do tend to smudge quite a bit. And that's been my biggest struggle with mascaras. I can't do any of the L'Oreal's. There's something with the way they are created. The Maybellines are fine, most of them. I do use an awful lot of tubing mascaras, but they tend not to perform, they don't give you the same amount of volume that I like. So the struggle is real. I am very, very pleased with my rum mascaras that I bought. I'm waiting for them to release a brown one and perhaps a purple, please. I'm really, really fond of those ones, and they have been performing beautifully. They are my absolutely most used and most loved tubing mascaras. And they are not a huge problem to wash off, which can be a bit tricky. I do also love the Chanel mascaras. They are, however, a bit tricky to remove. I mean, I do double cleanse every night. I use the Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm by Clinique, and then I use a gel after, just to make sure. I hate getting residue on my face. If there's one thing I absolutely loathe, is to feel dirty and sticky and grubby. So any kind of balmy texture that stays on your face, I am struggling with. I've tried the Jones Road makeup line. That one actually works out pretty okay. I was a bit worried, but any kind of cleanser that stays on your face, you know, the ones that are supposed to make you less dry, can't live with them. Can't do. Horrible, horrible. I want to feel clean. That's my main focus, I would say. I am going to remove this little boo-boo that I have here. There we go. Actually did quite all right. I did get a little smudgy bits, but not much. Yay! So there we go, and then I am of course going to use my Depend Twin Thin little hair imitator, I would call it. I am struggling with hair loss, or I would say I've created it myself. I tweezed them off in the 90s. So now I have to paint them back, which of course is great fun to do every morning, especially since you probably tweeze them off every morning for the most part. There we go. The brows are coming back. And there we go. We are finishing off with some liner. This is Wherever Walnut from Makeup Forever, and this is the Artist Color Pencil. I am slightly overlining my lower lip. It's just to get some color. And to finish it off, Flesh Fantasy, same as always, that I've been using by Pat McGrath. It's just to get some moisture back into the lips. So there we go, my friends. That is the final look for today. I hope you enjoy. It is a rather smoky look, so I'm going to use that and go and have coffee and lunch with my friends. Have a lovely day. See you tomorrow. Bye.